always reply. Well, you're not an angel either, you can't even fly. I know that.
What is up, guys? It's Noah here, and my voice has gotten deeper all of a sudden. And I'm back with the video. So yeah. We're gonna be reacting to My Story Animated. This one looked the dumbest because you really can't replace your face unless you get, like, plastic surgery, so let's watch.
Hi there, I'm Anna Mae, and all my life people have been telling me how pretty I am.
You're ugly.
I'm tall, skinny, with double D's. My hair's a natural light blonde, and I have green eyes with dark brown flecks. I also got the Kim Kardashian hourglass figure, and guys were always hitting on me and telling me how hot my body.
That's a surprise, because why would they animate her so ugly and say that everyone is flirting with her? No, nobody's gonna want to flirt with someone that goes like,
"Hey guys, everyone has a crush on me. You want to touch my boobs?"
Body is. I know. You already hate me. And that was the problem. People assumed that because I'm pretty, I've got it made. But they couldn't be more wrong. When I was at school, nobody wanted to hang out with me except for God.
You're questioning yourself why people won't hang out with you. You just said that you're hotter than any other girl, and you got that Kim Kardashian butt.
Guys who just wanted to hook up. I got bullied really badly because everyone said I thought I was better than them. I didn't.
Because you just admitted it.
It wasn't my fault I had perfect skin and knew how to dress well. I remember one time when I was invited to a party, I was so excited because normally I never got asked to go anywhere. This guy, Marius, was there. He was dating the head cheerleader, Brittany. But when he saw me walk in, he came over to talk to me.
He looks very
He asked
ugly.
if I wanted a drink. I said
Just
yes,
like me.
So he got me some punch, then asked me to go upstairs with him. One thing led to another, and we started...
These stories always talk about being pregnant or something, one way or another.
Making out.
Oh,
it wasn't my fault. He came on to me. It was the first time I'd ever been kissed, and I was lost in the moment. But then...
Not even by your mom? See, your mom doesn't even love you. God.
Walked in on us. She screamed and flew at me, trying to scratch my eyes out.
That's what everyone would do if someone got their girl taken away. I mean, their man, someone like that. But seriously, why would she think that's a good idea?
She pulled out a huge piece of my hair, and Marius had to pull her off me. After that
just looks
school
wrong how
was the worst.
Her off.
People called me and other nasty names.
Nader! You just slept with someone else's wife. I mean, just go
Didn't
on
stop
with it.
when school was done. People sent me hundreds of messages on social media about how horrible I was, telling me to go away and die. It got so bad.
I'm surprised she's even getting anyone to message her. And at the beginning of this, she said she had no friends. This is stupid.
I thought about dropping school. I told my parents what was happening, and they decided to homeschool me. Things got better for a while, but I was so lonely.
Man,
all I wanted was a friend. Just one.
Was
that too much to ask? I managed to get my high school diploma, and I went to college to study English Lit. I worked really hard to get a 3.8 GPA, but then...
Where is the story going? It's going nowhere. Where's the part when she has to get plastic surgery? Dang, this
thing started again. I heard rumors I was sleeping with my professor to get good grades. I mean, ew! He was like 60, fat, and...
Well, it seems like something you would do because you just...
Bald. Why would I sleep with an old man? I didn't think anyone would listen to the rumors, but I got called into a meeting with the dean. When I walked into his office, I was stunned to see the dean sitting there with my professor next to him. I hear you've been making some serious claims, said the dean. Claims which could cause big trouble for Professor Bryce. I couldn't believe...
I thought teachers were supposed to be smart. It's a rumor!
Leave it! Someone had told the dean, and now I was in trouble. I was warned that if I continued to lie about having an affair with Professor Bryce, I would be expelled. They didn't believe me when I told them.
Man, that guy looks like he ate too much Tootsie Rolls on the way to school. He's like, more.
Wasn't me who was spreading rumors. I didn't want to wait around to be expelled. I knew the lies weren't going to stop. So I switched colleges to finish my course. My new school wasn't as good, but I didn't care. I got to graduate without anyone thinking I'd slept with my professor to get an A. It was really hard to get a job after graduation. I tried not to look too pretty when I went for interviews, but the moment I walked into a company and met up with a woman, I knew I wouldn't get hired. They all felt threatened by me. At last, I managed to get a job with a PR company. My boss was a really nice man, and I thought it would be the start of an amazing career. When you work in PR, appearances count. Everything we did was about making our clients look good, and it was important to have the right image for our clients. I was asked to organize a launch party for one of our clients. When it came to the big event, I thought a lot about what to wear, and in the end, I decided on a simple, short black dress. I thought I looked...
That ain't short. Why did they animate her like this? I feel like she looks like someone that sits on a couch all day eating potato chips, totally not me, and like ending her life there. But it's a simple life anyway. But where is it going to go to the point?
Really professional. Nobody could have a problem with a classic black number, right? But the morning after the party, I overheard some of my female colleagues talking. They said, "Did you see what Anna Mae was wearing? It was so inappropriate. That dress was way too short." Short?
Everything in this story is inappropriate.
It came down to my knees. I thought about telling my boss, but I didn't want to make a fuss. I really wish I had now. A few days later, when I went to work, I was called into a meeting with my boss. I knew I was in trouble the moment I saw his face. He looked so angry. "Do you want to explain this?" he asked, bringing out a couple of half-empty bottles of vodka. I had no idea what he was talking about until he explained that some of my colleagues had complained I was drinking on the job. He also told me there had been a number of complaints about the quality of my work. He showed me a couple of press releases I'd worked on. They were full of mistakes. They weren't the press releases I'd written. I said, "None of this is my fault. Someone's doing this on purpose to get me in trouble." My boss didn't believe me. I got fired. It was even harder to find another job after that. No one wants to hire someone who got fired from their first job. In the end, I decided to qualify as a realtor. I figured maybe I could use my good looks to sell houses. That's how I met my fiancé. Ben, he was my first real boyfriend. Men were always too intimidated by me to ask me out.
Man, he got them Pennywise eyes. His eyes are going two different ways at the exact same time. Whoever animated this, fuck you.
They assumed I would say no, so they didn't bother hitting on me. We'd only been dating 6 months when Ben asked me to marry him. He wasn't the best-looking guy around, and
That's what everyone, or pretty much every guy does. Around 6 or 8 months, they propose. And if your life is crappy, you're gonna propose in like a whole year of not proposing, and you're gonna leave your girlfriend or boyfriend unsatisfied. But the story still sucks.
he wasn't very good in bed, but he was so sweet, and he really cared about me. I felt like he was my only chance at love. When we told his parents, I thought they'd be happy for us. But his mom said to Ben, "She's and she'll cheat on you."
Yeah, he sort of is that, because look at the Pennywise eyes. One's up and one's down, and both of them are going the wrong way.
"If you marry her, don't expect me to come to the wedding." But Ben didn't care. He told her he was going to marry me, no matter... America isn't just sick of Donald Trump.
Okay, we're
I
back.
started planning our wedding. Ben's family was rich,
Man,
and he told me I could
she's
spend
starting to look like
whatever
an
I wanted on
avocado.
my dress. I ordered a gorgeous designer gown, which showed off my figure.
Yeah. I don't know. She just looks like... She sounds like Little Pump, but as a girl. And white.
It was really tasteful. I booked the local country club for our wedding and ordered an amazing cake. Our wedding was going to be awesome. But then I got a text from Ben. He said he was sorry, but he was canceling the wedding. His parents had said they'd cut his inheritance if he stayed with me. He said he couldn't give me the life I deserved. So it was better for me to find someone else. How could I find someone else when it had taken me a lifetime to find
You guys could have still been dating. You know, you didn't have to live a happy life being married. Man, she doesn't even deserve a happy life. She is worse than my banana dance. Like, this is actually making me laugh on the inside.
Ben, I couldn't let it end like that. I knew if I could only talk to Ben, I could change his mind.
No,
I tried to
don't.
call him, but he wouldn't pick up his phone. So I went over to his house. I banged on the door, screaming his name, but he wouldn't answer. At last, his sister opened the door and told me to go away. She said Ben never wanted to see me again.
Oh, she's doing Ben right now. Oh, God.
I was crushed. My whole life, my good looks had caused me nothing but trouble. On the drive home, I was so distracted that I didn't even pay any attention to the road.
Finally, the
Suddenly I noticed that my car is about to hit a wall. Gonna hit a wall. With a quick reaction, I slammed on the gas instead of brakes and drove straight at a wall. There was a loud bang, and my face exploded in pain. When I woke up, I was in agony.
Story's over
I reached
now.
up to touch my face and realized it was wrapped in bandages. The doctors told me I had severe scarring and I would need plastic surgery. I told them not to
I
bother.
knew it.
Maybe this was for the better. They made me talk to a psychiatrist. She tried to change my mind, but I knew there was no way I was getting surgery. I was sick of being just a pretty face. When they took my bandages off, they tried to stop me looking in the mirror right away. They said I should give myself some time to prepare, but I wanted to know what I looked like.
She looks the same.
Nobody would think I was beautiful now. I had deep cuts all over my face. I looked like a freak. When I left the hospital, I thought things would be better now I wasn't pretty. If only. I tried to go back to work, but nobody wanted to buy a house from someone who looked like me. The first time I showed a family round a property, their little girl screamed when she saw me and hid behind her mom. She said she didn't want to go near the scary lady. After a month of no sales, I quit my job and started looking for other work, but no one would hire me. No one would say it to my face, but I knew it was because of how I looked. I decided to save up for plastic surgery. I already had a lot of medical bills to pay off, though, so I needed to make a lot of money and fast. I had to find a job where my looks didn't matter, but paid good money. In the end, I decided to work for a hotline for dirty calls. My clients didn't know what I looked like because I used a fake photo on my profile. I discovered I was really good at talking dirty. A lot of the time, I didn't even have to say much. All I had to do was moan, and my clients loved it. There was one guy, Zeke, who called me
and then guys are like, oh yes, more, you're making me hard.
every day.
More Pennywise
I knew the
guys.
hotline was really expensive, so he had to have a lot of money to make all those calls. He started asking me to meet up with him. Of course, I said no. It wasn't just that I knew my looks would be a problem. It was too dangerous to meet clients. But Zeke kept asking. He said he knew I wouldn't look like my profile picture, but he didn't care. He said he could tell I had a beautiful soul. At last, I said yes. Don't judge
No,
me.
she
I was
doesn't have
lonely.
a beautiful
I
soul.
didn't have any friends, and the only guy who'd ever wanted to date me was Ben. I was so nervous before my first date with Zeke. I tried on a ton of outfits before I decided to wear something which showed my cleavage. My face might be ruined, but I still had an amazing body. We agreed to meet in a bar. I knew who Zeke was right away because he was wearing a red rose pinned to his shirt. He was short, and he wore glasses, but that was okay. He made me laugh, and he didn't mind about my face. Zeke and I started dating. He let me keep working on the hotline, and he was still my best customer. But then, Zeke started talking about getting me to do other adult work. He said my scars could make us a lot of money with the right audience. There was no way I was going to... But then, Zeke started talking about getting me to do other adult work. He said my scars could make us a lot of money with the right audience. There was no way I was going to do that. So I dumped him. So now, I'm still single and saving for my surgery. Maybe one day I'll be happy with the way I look. I hope you liked my story. Remember to like, comment, and share for more great videos.
Okay, this video was fake. It's faker than fake can get. I'll give it like, I want to say 3, but I'm going to say 2.5 stars. Two out of 10. Just 2 out of 10. Just throw it in their face. 2 out of 10. It's boring as crap, and it still sucks. And that's the end, guys. And I'll see you next time.